Hey, what's up? Doug Cunnington here from Niche Site Project. In this video, I talked to my good friend Rob Atkinson. This is like a mini update, and Rob and I, well, we haven't caught up on video in a long time. We're pretty good friends. We talk every couple weeks anyway, at least on Skype, but this is the first time we published something in a while. We talk about what Rob has been up to in the last year or so. When we talked, it was actually Cyber Monday of 2017, so we kind of talk about how it's been a record banner year for him. Super exciting. Rob tells us about how much the Black Friday sort of sales compare to a normal day. He doesn't tell us the exact amount, but he gives us a relative amount of like how big it grew for Black Friday. Rob talks about why he thinks he's having record earnings this year in 2017, how he had a lack of motivation in early 2017, and how he sort of overcame it. And it's been pretty interesting to track that, at least from my perspective as one of his friends. And lastly, Rob and I talk about mastermind groups and how important they were for both of us growing online and sort of building our careers online. So let's get over to the interview now and hear it from Rob. Hey, it's Doug Cunnington here from Niche Site Project. I'm here with my good friend Rob. What's going on, Rob?
Hey, Doug. Not much. Just happy to be here.
Cool. And it's been quite a while since we've caught up on video with an update. And right now, today, it's actually Cyber Monday of 2017, and it's been crazy, right? So how have the last few days been going for you?
Absolutely crazy. Like, this is 2017, and by far the biggest numbers I've ever done. I think Friday, which was Black Friday, I want to say compared to how the site was doing, it was about 5 or 6x a normal day.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Insane.
Wow. And from I don't have as many. And were you talking about just one site or just like your portfolio in general?
Well, one site is kind of becoming the dominant one, so I'm just looking through the lens of that one because the other ones are getting pushed down and becoming less of a care.
Okay, got it.
So,
and like from my perspective, I was going to say I usually just talk about one site that I work on. It's just easier than referencing others
sure.
that we're not putting focus on, right? So mine saw probably like a 3x to 4x, but not close to what you were talking about. And I think, I know a little bit more than what we've discussed right here, but I was going to say, I think the magnitude in which you're talking about is greater than what I'm talking about also. But it is kind of crazy. I mean, people really buy a lot of stuff over the holidays here.
Yeah. And I haven't looked at Cyber Monday, but it's probably not going to be as good, but it's still a pretty good day. And just in general, all the way up to about Christmas time is just insane.
Awesome. And is there, a specific thing that you could attribute this like huge amount of growth, or it's just like you're honing your craft a little bit more and getting better as you go?
With regards to like the holiday season, or just how this site has progressed in general?
That site in general.
Yeah, probably I think it is just honing your craft. I mean, I've been living and breathing basically affiliate SEO since, I quit and decided to do it full time September of 2014, but I've been thinking about it since like 2013. So it's just after a while, when you do something that long, you just sort of kind of get better and better and take on bigger projects, and everything just starts clicking more and more. So yeah, for sure.
Cool. Very cool. And like I said at the beginning of this, we haven't done like an update in a little while. Can you talk a little bit about how you've grown in the last like year? Maybe either
Sure.
on a personal level. So over the last year or so, like what's been going on?
Yeah, so we're in November 2017 right now. As 2016 ended, I was really, really happy with how I progressed, how my sites were doing financially, had sold a couple of sites. And to be honest with you, the first few months of 2017, I just had not that much motivation, just kind of coasting along, if you will. And it really wasn't until I kind of partnered up on a site that I got kind of revitalized and to push forward. So since that partnership, I mean, the earnings, I'm at my highest earnings yet to date this month. I think last month was pretty close to that. So yeah, earnings have gone really well. I'm revitalized. I think partnering up has really kind of motivated me, kept me accountable to push for higher things rather than just being comfortable at a certain level. Spiritually, not sure. Hey, we try to meditate here and there, but
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. Fair answer. And I guess it's interesting to note, like, because we were working on our project, A White Hat, from
yeah,
like the fall of 2016 moving into the early part of 2017. It's hard to believe it's been like that long. It feels like a really long time ago. But
right.
we were working on that pretty hard, and I think it was pretty like sort of fun to work on at first, and then it sort of became a little just less exciting. I can understand what you were saying. I mean, we were kind of doing what we talked about, and then we sold it, which was good, right? We sold the site, big success. Like, it's an interesting story. You allowed me to document it in a pretty public way, which was great. And I think a lot of people like saw value in that, approaching a big project and actually seeing that it's possible for a couple like random dudes who obviously, I mean, we're pretty smart, right, Rob? But we're not that smart, are we?
No, not really. Like, I think it just comes down to if you want to do it, and you, like I said, if you're doing something for 4 years obsessively, like, you'll figure it out.
Yeah. And one thing to note, and then we could finish this up and sort of tell people what's coming up. But, you and I have been in a mastermind group in various, with various members since around that 2014 period, right?
Yep.
And then I've been in a couple others. You may have been in a couple others too, where maybe they were shorter lived, different people. But like, I think that is really key to get new ideas. We can come with the problems we're having. And it's pretty easy to see other people's problems where you have a blind spot for your own. And, if people are not in a mastermind group, figure out how to get into one.
For sure.
I mean, people email me and ask me how to get into a mastermind group. Like, you got to figure it out, create your own. I created my own, like, Rob network with me, like other people. It just works out better if you form your own thing. So you could ask me and Rob about getting in a mastermind group, but the truth is you have to figure it out yourself, and it'll be way more valuable if you figure it out yourself.
And one small thing to add is I think we got lucky. I mean, you and me have been in the core, but there's been a couple people who have come and go throughout the years. But I think finding people that you really gel with and can work together with, like an awesome environment, is key, because I've had a few where it'd be like a rock band or like a band, like sometimes it just doesn't work.
Right. That is a much cooler analogy than a couple nerdy guys who work on their laptop from different locations. So yeah, it's like a rock band. Exactly.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, okay. So Rob and I talked about like doing a series of videos on various topics. So this is like the kickoff. So these are going to be coming out over the next several weeks and potentially months. If you like these kind of videos, if you like me and Rob going back and forth talking about stuff, let us know in the comments. Tell us, what topics you want us to cover. We have some pretty good ideas already, but definitely interested in hearing, one, if you like it. I hope you do. And I know, Rob wants to share some of his knowledge. We focus a lot of times on the very narrow niche site, authority site topics in SEO. But we obviously have many other interests, and Rob has traveled a ton and has gone from a corporate job to building his own like entrepreneurial situation, which is not easy to do. So we could talk about that sort of thing, and like I said, just let us know in the comments below. Anything else to add, Rob? Any parting thoughts right here?
I would say, based on what you just said, I love personally talking about kind of like the journey and watching people transition and make that leap, more so than getting nitty gritty into SEO. So if you guys want to hear about like how that all works and what it feels like and what went through my head and different experiences I can share to help you guys, I would love to talk about that.
Awesome. That sounds good. So we'll catch up with everybody next time. Thanks, Rob. And yeah, see you later.
Bye.
I want to thank Rob for joining us today. It was super interesting to catch up. Please let us know if you're interested in hearing more of Rob and I talk about random entrepreneur type topics. You can find the links below for Rob's contact info and where you can follow him. Thanks.